Today I'm going to be recording the install of some SW Motech crash bars on my 2016 Kawasaki KLR 650. First things first, we're going to take off the original skid plate, which we've got right here. It's a pretty flimsy plastic, and I'm going to start putting these things on. Alright guys, first we're going to be taking off the skid plate. There are 4 8mm bolts here to take this off. And there she is. Next, I'm going to be removing both side fairings. We got 2 8mm bolts there, 2 8mm bolts there. Looks like we have a few sneakers going on. Need to remove that Phillips head screw, as well as we're connected right, you can see it back there, right here as well. This bolt to the radiator. When I take off this left front fairing, bolt here has the radiator cover come off. Got that there. Also got, before it can come off, last screw is right there. I'm gonna take that off real fast. Looks like we just had a random screw fall out. Let's figure out where that one goes. Just a bolt. So we've got this going on here for the front fairing. First front fairing's off. There we go. I like to set everything up and put the different bolts back where they came from, just to make sure I've got everything lined up and nothing's missing when I put it back together. All right, left side's off. Gonna take off the right side fairings as well. Little nut and bolt fell out there. Same as the other side. And both sides are off. While I've got them off, I'm just going to take a quick walk around the bike. All right, next we're going to take off the seat so that we can get to the tank. The seat is attached by 2 bolts here. The other one on the other side right there. Next, I'm gonna lift up the tank instead of actually taking it off. Saw this on another video on YouTube, and it seems if I can make my job a little easier, I'm gonna do so. So I'm gonna take both of these bolts out and then just use some wood to prop the tank up. All right, guys, the reason that we prop the tank up is to get to these frame bolts right here. That's where we're gonna be attaching the crash bars. We got another one right there on the opposite side. All right, guys, next what I'm going to be doing is putting these rubber pieces and these spacers right here and right there on the crash bars. Should be pretty simple. I'll show you the finished product here in a second. All right, there we go. Next, what we're going to be doing is installing these rubber 3M vibration dampeners to the clips that are going to clip on here. Got the straight ones. And these guys fit on their matching pieces right here. So if done right, they should line up pretty perfectly. Once those rubber inserts are in your clamps, got them in here and there as well. We're going to start on the left side. The directions make it extremely clear. Attention, only remove frame bolt on the left side now. Nice there in bold. So we're going to do that. We're going to take our Allen. We're going to remove that bolt right there. All right, so we're going to be taking out the left subframe bolt and do this one at a time to make sure the bike stays solid. This bolt is incredibly stiff and tough to get out, so be careful with it. You're going to need a lot of pressure, and let's see what happens. Obviously, I already loosened it up a little bit. Convenience of this video. All right. All right, guys, so now we've got large bolt, spacer, and a washer right here. So this is going to go in right here. We're going to put thread lock on our bolt. We're going to put the frame up against it and put the washer on. It's a size 17 bolt. And actually I can hand tighten for most of the way. I'm gonna leave it a little loose just in case you need to move it around. Now let's check out the other side. Gonna have to take out that bolt, same as the other one. Stay tuned. All right, here we are on the right side. Again, this one was tough to loosen up, but we're gonna do the exact same thing that we did on the left side over here for the right crash bars. They recommend putting Loctite on that bolt. I did not show it on the last one on the left side, but it's a good idea to generously apply a little bit of Loctite. It even calls for it in the instructions. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay. Spacer. Grab the bar.
This one is not as easy to hand tighten. Gotta grab a wrench for this guy.
A little too much Loctite. Just a little excited about it, apparently.
Looks like I did not actually line this up properly, so I'm gonna take it out and do it again. Okay. Second time's a charm. Spacer in. You want to make sure that this fits in that little bracket that we'll eventually be attaching a skid plate to. As you can see, I got it in there first. All right, got the bars attached to the frame, at least to the top there.
All right, so in hindsight, which of course we all know is always 20/20, I should have taken these two bolts out first because I'm going to be bolting the bars directly in there, and if I put them on properly, I can't get back at them. So I'm gonna take these out. Should be 212 millimeters, and we're going to be replacing it with the parts that came with the bars. You're going to be using the bolts on this opposite side, on the left side. These are attached to secure the new bars as well. So I'm going to pull those out and show you guys what happens next.
All right, so we're pulling out these bolts that are attached in the front up here.
All right, so now that we got the bolts out, see the holes right there. I'm gonna put the bars back on and hopefully get this on the second shot. All right, guys. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna attach this new bolt setup directly through there on the left side, run them through both, and then I'm gonna put basically the reverse. It's gonna be a this little nut, this washer on the other side, and then use those bolts right there that came off of those to secure it.
And if we come around the other side, you can see that's poking through there. So I'm gonna go a little nut washer and put it on in. Oh, so close. Ta-da. Look at that. Beautiful. And put this back on. I'll tighten that sucker a little better. Here a sec. Alright guys, this goes without saying, but we definitely want these to be snug. There's a lot of wiggle room with those rubber stoppers, so get them nice and tight. Alright, at this point what I'm going to do is put the tank back on, at least secure it. Make sure this hose doesn't get pinched, incredibly important. And then I'm going to attach the other side of that clamp, those guys right there on both sides. All right, nice and solid here. Gonna do the same thing to the other side. Here we go. The actual finished product. Bars installed, looking good.